Hey guys, welcome back. As of the 11th of October 2019, a new developer update has been posted for Dead Matter, the upcoming survival shooter based in Alberta, Canada. You can find a link to this update in the description below, or you can just watch this video. If you haven't watched my first update just yet, you can find that in my Dead Matter playlist on my channel. I aim to cover all of these updates with a quick audio summary for those that prefer to listen rather than read. Regicidal Nut, the team's writer, jumped straight into describing Nomad's current work with this update, which is something you remember from Vlog 9 if you've checked that out. Nomad has been emphasizing gameplay elements for the abandoned mine, which he'd like to be an interesting and dangerous point of interest for us to discover and explore. We'll find useful survival items in refuge chambers, just like the one you're seeing in the video right now, dotted throughout the site. Some examples of the dangers given were flooded chambers and noxious gas that we need to solve some sort of puzzle in order to pass. Related to this, there's some prototype terminals also being shown off, which we may have to use in some way during this problem solving. These will be kitted out with state-of-the-art Windows 95 to 98 technology to give us that nostalgic feeling. Takara, in the meantime, has been working on the M416 with barrel variants of 11, 14, 16 and 20 inches. Next up, he'll be working on attachment for the ARs and the 416s, and the 416 will also have a legendary variant, so something definitely that I'll be looking forward to. Gunschlinger, my second favourite German, has been working on some more door programming. Essentially, some doors will require direct interaction with the use of a key press to open, whereas others we can actually push open just by walking into them. In the example you're seeing right now in the video, this door has a bar on one side allowing us to push it open, and a handle on the other that would require interaction. Reggie makes a note that AI will also be able to interact with these doors in certain ways, so if you're being chased by the infected, they can push open the door during your attempted escape, so do bear that in mind. Alongside this, Gunschlinger has also been working on the occupation and point perk system, which honestly is my favourite part of this update. I'll be doing a whole other video around this in the weeks to come because I think it's really worth digging into how this could actually affect our gameplay. But for now, I'll summarise. This system will dictate what player characters are proficient in, as well as their spawn gear and stats. Reggie makes a note here that perks and their inclusion into Dead Matter are subject to change. Players will be given a pool of points to spend on perks for their characters before they spawn. Choosing perks themselves will not affect your starting gear, only what aspects of the game your character is proficient in. Start to think about how you and your friends would like to coordinate to cover as many bases as possible. Occupations will have pre-installed perks that players will get for free. Each occupation has a set amount of points to spend on additional perks. Perks will be shown on the character's screen and reflect the impact they have on the character. Occupations will also affect your strength, endurance, dexterity, and agility statistics, otherwise known as SADA. Rizzler has been working on putting some props and player containers together, such as luggage. We don't have any images of this just yet, but we'll hopefully see some more of this in the future. Stefan has finished modelling and texturing both the base weapon skin and the backer weapon skin for the Dragunov, and I have to say he's outdone himself with this one. The engravings on the backer weapon look gorgeous, very impressive with the amount of small detail that went into this piece. Shiny Haxorus' recent work is looking very nice indeed. He's implemented some new textures for the C7 and C8, as well as an integrated receiver for the C8. On top of that, he's replaced some sounds for pistols, rifles, cleaned up animations, and is prototyping the ability to wield a flashlight and a pistol at the same time. Personally, I love this idea, especially for exploring dark indoor areas, so I hope this turns out good. Finally, Shirk is continuing his work with the collision meshes discussed in the last blog, which you can find a video summary for in my other videos on this channel. Shirk has also made some changes to his workflow, which I won't detail too heavily here, but you can read up on in the blog itself if it interests you. The essence is that previously the process Shirk was taking wasn't suitable for the current timeline of the game and would leave too much to be completed before launch. So things have changed. It's quite difficult for me to summarize this in a concise manner, so if you're interested, again, please do feel free to follow the link in the description to learn more about this specifically. It's a very interesting process, which I didn't realize was so detailed until reading the blog itself. That's it from me in this one, folks, but if you have any questions, please do feel free to post in the comments or ask the developers themselves in the Dead Matter Discord, which I will also leave a link for in the description. If you'd prefer, you can always stop by my stream on Twitch and ask your questions there whilst I'm live every day at 2:30 PM. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.